Quick weaves are a whole lot of things, but they're not quick. I think they're perfect for beginners, and this is exactly why I'm going to show you how to do a quick weave as a beginner or a pro. First, you're going to start out by parting away your leave out. For me, that's one section just large enough to cover my tracks. To cover your tracks, you would just split it down the middle and make sure you can't see the end of your comb through it. You can see the end of the comb, you can see the tracks. From there, we're going in with 3 different heat protectants, 2 of them from Wow and the other one from Turn Up the Heat. The purpose of this blow dry is to stretch the curl pattern out because we're doing a mold down and not a braid down. After you finish blow drying each section, you're just going to twist it away so that you can get to the root of the other section. I find a mold down is perfect for a quick weave because it just leaves it much flatter, and it does save time because it takes a long time. After that, we're going in with some PRG strengthening cream and protective growth oil. We have to protect our hair underneath this glue. You don't want to come up with damage. I'm going to seal in both of those products with a bit of Design Essentials protective gel. It gives a slight hold, but I just like that it holds in the moisture when I rinse it all away. To get a proper mold down, we're going to split our hair into 3 sections. They don't have to be neat. Just split, mold, ponytail, and braid it down. Molding our hair down in 3 different sections is going to allow us to apply the product evenly so that it's a flat enough mold. Apply the product generously. You've already gone in with your strengthening cream and your protective growth oil. We're just applying the gel to the top. Smooth as best as possible and braid away the free ends. After that, you're going to take a bobby pin and you're going to lay the ends of the hair across the scalp as evenly as possible. Then you'll go in with Morning Glory or any kind of protective mold. Using a silicone brush to keep your hands nice and clean, you're going to brush this on generously but also even. You want it to be able to dry. For me, I sit under a dryer for about 15 minutes and that does the trick. I'm going in with a stocking cap and then some Got2b on top just so that it has a nice protective layer. Now this is the tricky spot. We want the cap to stay, but this is where you could have potential damage. You want to go in with your glue, but make sure you are in front of your hairline. Do not put it on your hairline or you will be missing some edges. I've had a big forehead since birth, so I have room. If you don't, skip this step and sew it down. After that, we're going to prepare our leave out just with some Kenra Silkening cream, a bit of Wow blow dry spray, and the Wow Dream Coat. Blow dry that out and twist it or braid it to get it out of the way. Now we're ready to install the hair. You're going to grab bundles of your choice, preferably 2 to 3. If the length is longer, go more bundles. You're going to apply glue. I like Salon Pro, but you can use any glue, onto the weft of the hair. And then you're going to place 2 to 3 rows between your ears on your nape. After those 2 or 3 rows are done, you're going to go from ear to ear, the front of the ear. You're going to slightly curve the tracks up, and don't worry, I'm breaking each one of these steps down into full-length videos because it is a lot. So if you're not already, go ahead and give me a follow because I will go over track placement, prep, styling, layering, curling, the whole 9. As you get to the top of the head, you're going to take it from side to side, slightly curving up. And if you want to bang, you're going to have that hair fall straight to the face. The idea behind track placement is the way you want it to look when it's done is how you're going to lay it in. So I want a really heavy bang. So I'm going to have all of my tracks super dense and full and curved to the front. For the sides of my hair, I don't want it as thick because I want it to lay nicely. These are all things you have to keep in mind. If you don't want it to look big and bulky, don't pack in too much hair. As we get to the top of the hair, I decided to kick back on how much bang I had, and then I laid everything horizontally. Changing the direction of my tracks allows it to be fuller in other areas so that I'm not walking around with a big old bang. We want it cute but still sleek. For the top track, you want to go in with a single track. You'll notice that most wefts are double, so you're going to go in and single it. And don't worry, I will show you in depth. After that's all done, go ahead and spray some heat protectant onto the weave, blow dry it out, and flat iron the tops of the hair. If you're going for waves, you can skip this step, but for me, I want curls and I don't want it to look like I curled over waves, so I'm just flat ironing out the top of the weft. After that, I go in with heat protectant for my own natural hair, and I straighten it with one pass. I use a wax stick, Cara Care, because it's not all greasy, and then a little bit of edge boost that has some color so that it looks really nice and full. For me, I go ahead and layer my hair underneath where my natural hair stops, and that'll get me ready for a perfect curl. It's so important to take care of your natural hair while you're doing this, especially with that flat iron, because what you will notice is you will use much more heat and you do not want to take it out and have damage out the wazoo. After that, I'm just going in, curling my hair, everything in a backward direction with the curling iron facing backwards away from the face. This is going to give us Farrah Fawcett curls, and that is the goal. Again, don't worry. I will post a single video for each one of these steps. If you don't follow me, follow me. After we pin them to let them cool, we're just going to take them down, apply some Mielle edge control, which if you're a curly girl and you're not using it, you need to add it because your hair will not budge for days. And then after that, we just comb it out in the direction we want it to go. For me, everything is back away from the face, and that's it. Your first quick weave.